Hello, Captains! You are not seeing things. This is a continuation of my Dominion faction playthrough on a Jem'Hadar Vanguard character who is named Jem'Hadar. So I have done a playthrough of the Dominion faction up to this point. You have seen all of that, and I am level 65 on the Dominion faction. This is my same character, Jem, and he is continuing to do some more videos. Well, I am continuing to do some more videos with him. And the reason is quite simple. As I stated in the last video on this series, this would be an ongoing playthrough of this faction. And by that I mean, as I discover new things that are worth making a video about in this faction, or I do major updates to the character and need to make an update video about, and new playthroughs and stuff like that, that I will continue to make new videos on this Dominion faction as I learn it myself. And so that's what today is. It is a continuation of that. I am going to play a mission, a Starfleet mission, a Federation faction mission on this character. Remember, I am aligned with the Federation faction, and at the end of the last video we gained access to all of the Starfleet missions as basically holodeck simulations. However, we do get to play them, and things can be just a little bit different. Well, I have found one of those missions where things are a little bit different, and it is in fact under the Klingon storyline. It seems they have added something new in one of the missions for Victory is Life. This was not there before, and it's there now, and I'm going to play that mission today, and we're going to see what that new addition or change in the mission is. So this is 100% relevant to the Victory is Life expansion, not specific to the Dominion faction. However, I believe every faction that plays this mission, it will go this same way. It's just that because of the Victory is Life expansion, they have made this update for that expansion. And so I'm going to demonstrate it with my Jem'Hadar faction character, my Dominion faction character, since that's the one that I'm primarily working on right now, and allows me to show you new stuff that they've added to the game with Victory is Life. So that's a whole bunch of stuff right there, but basically we'll get to the mission in just a second. Before I do that, let me just give you a quick update on the character and where he stands in terms of my grinding ability, because that's what I'm doing with him, is I am grinding him. I am grinding all of his gear, all of his marks. I'm doing everything I can to, you know, get this character to like maximum level stuff. So first of all, I'm level 65 on the character. I think we hit that before anyway. So that's the first thing to note, is that it is max level, of course, on the character. But the main thing is that I'm trying to work on is to upgrade all the gear. I want to get all of my gear in ground and space up to Mark 15 Epic. Now that is quite an undertaking. And what I'm really waiting for to make that happen is one of those upgrade weekends. They have these upgrade weekends every now and then where you get double the upgrade XP, and that will help me upgrade the weapons on my ship and stuff like that. That's real expensive to upgrade, but that's the goal I want to get to. I want all of my ground equipment and all of my space equipment to be Mark 15 Epic. I will not consider this character max level until everything is Mark 15 Epic. Now, as you can see, actually my inventory is completely full, but as you can see here, I do not have Mark 15 Epic equipment. Now, some of the things I have upgraded to Mark 15, but they're still very rare quality. For example, the Jem'Hadar deflector dish that came with this ship, the impulse engine, and the shield. I have upgraded them to Mark 15. So they are Mark level 15, which is the highest Mark level, but they are a very rare quality. They still need to upgrade in quality. I need to go to ultra rare and then to epic, which will increase their abilities and modifiers even more. So that's an upgrade that needs to take place there. For my weapons, they are still Mark 12. So, a long ways to go on them to get to Mark 15 Epic. And typically the weapons are a pain in the butt to upgrade. They take a lot of upgrade XP. So that's why I really want to wait for those upgrade weekends. So that way I can upgrade all my weapons, because those will be very expensive to do. And then the turrets in the back, well, they're only Mark 11. They're not even Mark 12. So you can see that, you know, mostly everything needs to be upgraded. I did put 2 neutroniums back here to help me stay alive a little bit better. I got the EPS flow, which is what Cryptic gave me, and plasma. I haven't really done a whole lot with my consoles, except I put 2 neutroniums here, and then 2, I think they'd already had, in fact, 2 field generators. And then I did put fleet versions of the vulnerability locator back here. This is to increase my Polaron damage, of course, as best as possible, and to increase my critical chance at the same time. I did upgrade them to Mark 15. However, they are ultra rares. They can still go one more higher with Epic. And then, of course, I have modified or re-engineered some of the modifiers. I've got crit D ×2 on all of my dual heavy cannons up front, and I have crit D and crit H in the back. I will change that, of course, so I do need to re-engineer the back ones, but the front ones we'll leave. I'm going to have all crit D on there probably. I guess I could do all damage, but apparently crit D is what I have right now, so might as well just go with that route. It'd be cheaper, or I'd have to re-engineer everything. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of upgrade potential here on the ship still to do. Some things are Mark 15, but nothing is epic yet. Oh, and one thing I do have that I did not have before is I do have the Gamma Synergistic Overcharge Warp Core now. This is from the Gamma Reputation, the Task Force Gamma Reputation. When you unlock Tier 1, you have access to the Warp Core. I went ahead and put on that Gamma Warp Core. Now it's not being, none of the part sets on it are there, so it's just the Warp Core. But eventually, you know, I will try out the Gamma stuff. Right now I'm using the Jem'Hadar stuff, but eventually I will try out the Gamma stuff. I have, of course, all the masteries unlocked. This is still the Jem'Hadar Escort Tier 5U. That's still what I'm flying. The reason being is I want to do a proper review on this ship. A proper review. And I feel a proper review cannot be done yet until I get everything to Mark 15 Epic and customize consoles and customize everything just how I want it for that build. So I am far, far away from having this ship where I want it to be to do a review. But the goal is to get it to a point where I can do a review video on this ship. And the reason why that's important is because this is the ship that Cryptic gives you when you create a Dominion faction character. It's a free ship. They give you the free ship, the ship you start with as a Dominion faction. And if you don't buy any other Dominion ships, this is the only one you would have. So I feel it needs to be properly reviewed, because a lot of people may just stick with this ship, not owning any of the others. So it's very important for me to review that. But I want to get the build just right, and that to me means maxing everything out so we can get the full benefit of the ship and see what it is completely 100% fully capable of maxed out. You know what I mean? So still a ways to go. That's why I'm still flying this ship right now. One thing I have done, I did claim my Jem'Hadar Vanguard characters, my bridge officers, Jem'Hadar Vanguard bridge officers. So somebody, for example, like Remo Zahn, I believe, he has a space trait called Engineered Soldier Space, which gives you plus 5% all weapon damage, plus 1% critical chance, plus 2.5.5 critical severity. And I think I have 2 characters, 2 bridge officers like that on my ship. So they are buffing the all damage, critical chance, and critical severity of this ship. So I did claim those Vanguard bridge officers. I'm not using them on ground yet, but I am using them on space for the Engineered Soldier Space trait. Very important there. That adds more damage to my ship. What else? What do we need to look at here? Let's see. just the current stats of my ship, just so you are aware of where my ship sits. I've got a 250% power transfer rate. My defense rating at impulse is 85. 85 is my defense rating. My hull is almost 80,000. Not bad for an escort. Not bad for an escort. Definitely a lot higher than my Riemann playthrough that I'm doing, where I have a veteran Dinos Warbird Tier 5U, and it has a 50,000 hull strength, and this thing is at 80,000. So this escort definitely a lot better in the hull strength than my Tier 5U Dinos Warbird from my Romulan playthrough. So I'm liking that, and it does make a difference. Shields are at 14,000. Resists are at right under 40, to some in the lower 40s. Crit severity is 66.7%. Crit chance is really high. Look at that. My crit chance is 16.4%. My turn rate, of course, on this ship is just incredible. 37.9 degrees a second. So really, really powerful ship. Those are the main updates as far as space goes. On ground, the main updates I've made is to upgrade my shield and my armor to Mark 15. Again, still very rare, not any higher in quality, just very rare, but they are at least Mark 15. And my kit is also Mark 15. I did put a new console in. I put a Nomad drone in to help me out. Otherwise, everything's the same. And I did go ahead and get my Advanced Herald Anti-Proton Beam Projector. I just love this weapon. I have it on all my characters. I know it's just what I like to use. It's just what I like to use. And so, excuse me, I did upgrade it to Mark 15 as well, but it's only very rare. Still need to upgrade it in quality also. Those are the main differences. My bridge officers are all still the same. I haven't changed them out yet. That's pretty much the build. Now let's get on with this mission and let's see what's new about this. So as I said, one of the big things I'm doing with this Dominion faction character right now is to play through all the missions. Now, of course, we did, I did Hunt, Ceremony, and Turn the Tide. That's Engineered for War. That's the tutorial. I did that in like the first video. Then after the first video, I played every mission as a video. We did Storm Clouds Gather, Armistice, The Search, Doomed to Repeat, Quark's Lucky 7, Denebra Sturken, and Home. So that finished the Gamma Quadrant missions, and we finished all of that from the last video that you saw. So all of that's done, and then what I did off camera and what I've been doing is playing all of the rest of the missions, and of course I've got a ton ahead of me. But that is the goal here, is I want to grind all the missions on this character. So I started with the Klingon War, as you naturally do. I did Stranded in Space, I did Diplomatic Orders, Hide and Seek, Stop the Signal, Researcher Rescue, the Cubic Maw, Treasure Trading Station, Secret Orders, Task Force, Hippocrates, Skirmish, Spin the Wheel, What Lies Beneath, Everything Old is New, Night of the Comet, and then I just played last night the Ultimate Klingon, and I found something different about the Ultimate Klingon, something that was not there in previous playthroughs of the Ultimate Klingon, and I want to show it to you today and see if you can pick it out. And again, if you want to compare the two missions, go watch one of my older playthroughs of the Ultimate Klingon. Just go straight to my channel and search the Ultimate Klingon and watch my latest playthrough of the Ultimate Klingon, and you will see the difference. You will see the difference bright as day. And of course, you're going to see it here too as we play it. In fact, I'll probably go ahead and link to that episode in the top right corner just so you can go watch it and compare it. But here it goes. We need to follow a trail of clues deep into Klingon space and confront the mad scientist Amar Singh.
Starfleet Medical has analyzed the reports of the attacks on the ship and stations near the Klingon border, and they've noticed something. All of the materials that the Klingons and Gorn were stealing were associated with genetic resequencing. We think that they've started a new augmentation project. We need you to go to the Korvat system in the Beta Quadrant and meet with Dr. Julian Bashir. He is one of the Federation's top medical researchers. He should be able to tell us more about how far along the Klingon research program might be, and and what they can do with the supplies they've stolen.
Have you detected what the new thing is already? It's right there in the text. Can you see it? Guess. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The new thing is Dr. Julian Bashir. That's right. Dr. Julian Bashir. He was not in the Ultimate Klingon. In every mission of the Ultimate Klingon I've ever played, Dr. Julian Bashir has never been a part of that mission. In fact, it was a different name. It was some kind of strange alien name, and it was a strange alien. Actually, it might have been an Andorian. I can't remember, but it was a strange name. Dr. Julian Bashir was not there, and let alone the voice acting of Dr. Julian Bashir was never part of this mission. So that is what is new. That is what they've added. So let's play this, and you'll see where his part in this mission now takes place. And he has dialogue, voice dialogue, and I'm going to let you listen to it. So let's go to the Corvat system. And we're going to check out Dr. Julian Bashir, who has never been in this mission before and is now magically in this mission. There he is. Let's do this. Where is this? Okay, this is way down here. It's going to take me, well, maybe it won't take me too long to fly down there. I got Slipstream now. Yeah, I was shocked when I played this. I was like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? Am I really seeing what I'm seeing? And apparently I was seeing what I was seeing. I didn't believe it at first. I had to go rewatch one of my old missions myself, just to double confirm with myself that what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing and wasn't always the case. So this is really cool. I want you all to see this too. If you are not familiar with it, you are about to be. If you are not familiar with the Ultimate Klingon mission itself, this is a mission basically about Klingons, augmentation, and the Gorn. It's a very cool storyline. So we are on our way to the Corvat system. We're almost there. We're moving pretty fast, actually. What are we at here? Transwarp 22, even just in regular. And that's because of the warp core I have, I believe. This new Gamma warp core. Yeah, it gives me, like, more sector space travel speed. Okay, let's begin the Ultimate Klingon. The facility is not responding to our hails, Captain. Probably due to the Gorn ships in the area. We need to drive them off and secure the system. Now you'll get to see what some of my updated combat looks like with this ship. As you can see, I have made some upgrades. And yes, I have Chemosite laced weapons. Very, very nice. And I am using phased Polaron. I'm using phased Polaron with Chemosite laced weaponry. So the only thing that's, of course, not good about it is the fact that they're Mark 12 and I need to upgrade them to 15 Epic. So they got a long ways to go, but very powerful. I'm picking up Klingon and Gorn life signs, as well as signs of disruptor fire. They've beaten us here. Prepare for combat. We need to reach Dr. Bashir before the Klingons can capture him. Again, that word, Dr. Bashir, was not here previously, and it is now. Locate Dr. Bashir. Let's bring out my Nomad. I am Nomad. Oh yeah, I have some new traits on the ground too that are like healing me as I do battle. So that's quite nice. That's why I'm turning green right now, like that green little pattern. It's because it's healing me as I do damage. Constantly healing me. It's the Dyson thing. Engineered nanites, I guess, or something. So I'm pretty powerful on ground now. I'm doing a lot of damage too. I mean, just a lot of damage. I can take out enemies very easily. And remember, I'm science career. Keep that in mind. I'm science career on this thing. But I'm doing a lot of damage. Just imagine if I were tactical. Man, I'd be doing so much more. But still, I'm doing a lot for a science officer. I mean, I am a heavy DPSer science officer. Look how much damage I'm doing. Oh. I keep forgetting to empty this out. You know, I need to go to somewhere and empty out all my stuff. Salvage stuff too. Yeah, just leave a little bit of space there. What's taking up a lot of space is all these provisions that I have. I got 1 million provisions because I claimed my stuff from that guy where you claim your account stuff for, like, you know, the recruits stuff, the Gamma Recruits, Delta Recruits, and the Temporal Recruits. I have like all of them. So now there's a person in here to save. Of course, it was always that. We have to save someone in here. We have 30 seconds to do so. Not a problem.
Shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
My bridge officers will take care of them. Let's save this guy. There we go. He is saved. Now they're taking on this guy. He usually pops up right there, but not a problem. Took him out real quickly. Okay, let's talk to medical researcher. Again, I'm just doing so much damage as a science guy. It's really great.
Thank you.
Okay, what kind of research do you do here?
I'm a research assistant. We've received special dispensation to use genetic modification to deal with age-related diseases and decrepitude.
What did the Klingons want?
The Klingons have been keeping us all captive here and asking us about our research. Some of them think we're a secret program to make new augments. I think the Klingons were looking for something to make their own augmented soldiers, with disease resistance, pain tolerance, increased strength.
Tell me about augmentation.
Augmentation involves rebuilding an individual's genetic characteristics to eliminate unwanted traits, or to enhance or splice in desirable ones. Usually this is done with resequencing, infecting the cells with a retrovirus that rewrites them to produce the new cell structures. Augmentation isn't without side effects, though. It often causes heightened emotion, and augments usually don't socialize well. Attempts to enhance intelligence often result in paranoia, psychopathy, or autism spectrum disorders.
How would augmentation affect Klingons?
I couldn't really say. I know that the Klingons experimented with stolen augmentation technology in the 22nd century, but they abandoned the studies after some sort of mishap. Where's Dr. Bashir? He's usually in the main lab. Follow the corridor past the cold storage and the gene samples. You can tell you're in the lab because there's a lowered section to provide space for the computer cores. Be careful. The Klingon captain is probably there.
Thank you. Stay safe. I'll find the lab. Now, this dialogue conversation was here before, but I don't recall it being voiced. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but anyway, they had to add that little bit in there about telling us where Bashir was, because that definitely was not there before.
Personal shield losing power.
Alright, now we get to speak to Dr. Bashir, and so this is what's new. Dr. Bashir is here. The one from Victory is Life. The one that they added for that is right here. This was a different character the last time I played this mission. Let's talk to Dr. Julian Bashir.
We are grateful for your assistance.
Oh, there's a bug. It's supposed to be him talking. Let's see. What kind of research do you do here?
The primary focus
There
of
we
the
go.
project is gerontology, the study of aging in various life forms. The Federation Science Council has given me permission to test various forms of genetic modification to find treatments of degenerative diseases such as Irumodic syndrome. We're making significant progress.
So he's...
You're a sight for sore eyes. Thanks for the timely assistance.
There we go. Now it's working. Had a bug there for a second. What did the Klingons want?
Strangely, they wanted to know about genetic modification, specifically the augmentation process. I found that rather odd, considering the troubled history the Klingons have had in that regard. I mean, it's not a proud moment in Earth's history either. Augments like Khan Noonien Singh caused the death of millions. You're a sight for sore eyes.
He's really giving us a lot of
Thanks
background
for the timely
here,
assistance.
which is really cool. Just listen to all this.
Khan was the greatest of the augmented conquerors in the eugenics wars. He was the ruler of more than a quarter of Earth, and he treated those he ruled like slaves. Unlike some of the other so-called genetic supermen, Khan only enslaved his people rather than massacre them. Some consider him to be the best of the tyrants. A dubious honor, to be sure. When the people rose up against the augment tyrants, Khan and some of his people escaped into space on a sleeper ship. I suspect you heard a lot about Khan's clashes with Captain Kirk at Starfleet Academy. I remember running the Mutara Nebula simulator in my senior year there. It was a singular experience.
I love all this
You're a
background
sight for sore eyes.
and history that he's
Thanks
giving us
for
here.
the timely assistance.
I mean, he's calling directly upon, you know, the TOS episode where we meet Khan, and now he's going to tell us about the Enterprise episodes where we dealt with the augmentation and the Klingons in the 22nd century.
The Klingons' previous experiments with augmentation were disastrous, to say the least. In the 2150s, the Klingons attempted to use augment DNA to enhance their warriors. Those who didn't die from neural breakdown developed drastically altered personalities and physical changes that made them appear more human. Then a strain of Levodian flu interacted with their DNA. And what was a terrible experiment became a horrible epidemic. The spread of the augment virus threatened the Klingons with extinction. They eventually stopped it, but their DNA profile was altered forever. It's not a proud moment in Klingon history, to be sure. As an old friend of mine once said, they don't speak of it to outsiders.
And that is a reference to Worf. He mentioned in an episode, "We do not speak about it to outsiders."
You're a sight for sore eyes.
I love
Thanks
how he
for the
just
timely assistance.
referenced all of that. I mean, 2 different TV shows there, everything about the eugenics wars, the Cedar ship, Kirk, the Mutara Nebula, the Klingons. messing with the augmentation, how it affected them physically in appearance, and the fact they don't talk about it to outsiders. What Worf said, oh, it is Star Trek lore, and it is wonderful. And it's coming from Dr. Julian Bashir, and the voice actor and the actor who played Dr. Julian Bashir officially. That's just great. That is what they have added into this mission that I was not expecting.
If the Klingons are doing augmentation research, you have to find out where they're doing it and put a stop to it.
Klingon vessels approaching at high warp. We can intercept communications. Okay. When I saw this, I was like, okay, I have to record this and show you all. I absolutely have to. It is great. It is awesome to see that. Now I'm wondering what other missions they have changed since Victory is Life. I mean, who knows? They could have some in there somewhere. Now I've got to play every single one and see what they've done. Took that guy out quickly. The Klingon ship's hailing us again.
Do you think you can defeat Captain?
Yeah, I think I can defeat him. Because I just did. That is some of the upgrades I have made to this ship. It's so powerful. I mean, I know it's just a Tier 5U, but come on. Look at this thing. It's very powerful. And it's not even all upgraded yet to Mark 15 Epic. Just imagine when I take it to that. Which I can't wait for. It's going to be fun. We're in enemy territory. Scanners are picking up multiple targets. Interference, blah, blah, blah. Whoa, okay. Sensors, proceed with caution. We need to get down there. All we got to do is really fly into the correct area and then beam down. There we go. Stay alert. There will certainly be Klingon resistance. Let's do this. Let's not walk off the cliff, though. I know I'm not talking much here, really not much to say. We're just working our way through the Klingons. Sliding on some ice. So we can get to the facility up here. As much as I want to take all the loot, I really can't because I'm out of space. Okay, let's enter the facility. Enter facility. Here we go. Formulate a plan. Amar Singh is both brilliant and unstable. He's not going to be easy to catch, and he's going to have a contingency plan. How should we handle this? Let's bluff him, and I'll figure out what he values too much to leave in our hands. The Gorn is 20% heavier and 30% stronger than average. He's been infused with augment DNA. Records show this patient had to be killed after he attacked the doctors in a rage. Heightened emotional response is a sign of augmentation. Yep. But I can still take him out pretty easily. Which I just did. Okay, they're all taken care of. Tricorder readings indicate that this Gorn's body was infused with human augment DNA. He did not survive the procedure. Bypass security system. Speak with Amar Singh.
Starfleet officers coming here to stop me? You should thank me. I'm close, so very close.
I don't remember voice dialogue here either. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't
It's
know.
taken me hundreds of tries to get it right, but this time I've got it. Combining several different species will create the perfect race. We will rule the galaxy.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, you're dead. There's another one. Why is he down here? Now he's up there. He doesn't know where he wants to be. And now he's dead too. Arrest Amar Singh.
Fool! You didn't really think I'd be that easily captured, did you? I've encrypted the protocols on this force field so that even an android couldn't bypass them. When my next supply ship arrives, the Klingons will deal.
Funny that he mentioned an android. Ha ha, we get it. In the meantime, I'll take a look around your lab.
By all means, I have copies of all my work. Even if you destroy my entire lab, you will be wasting your time.
Now this is new. Who said anything about destroying it? It's valuable research. We'll have the medical council publish it under Dr. Bashir's name.
What? No! You can't! That's a clear violation of ethics!
If we're talking about ethics, if you surrender yourself, your work will be taken in as evidence, and nobody will be able to do anything with it until your case is closed.
Very well, you win. I will go into custody.
Okay, let's take him into custody.
I'll answer your questions, but only for as long as it suits me.
Alright, so we've got a bunch of dialogue here he can go over. Let's see if there's anything new. What were you doing here?
Nothing less than reshaping the galaxy. My work is revolutionary. It is light years beyond a pale dream.
I don't know if this dialogue is new or different, or I'd have to watch the old episode to find out.
He
mentions Khan Noonien Singh.
like the most precious jewel. Now I can combine the best traits from a variety of species to create. I honor your legacy.
He loves Khan. Genetic modification's illegal.
Recognize the laws of your petty judgmental federation.
The voice acting may be new, I'm not sure. Why were you working with the Klingons?
The curse of every great mind.
I'm just kind of reading through the dialogue myself.
He could have had so much more. I told Bovat that I
don't see anything that's like striking out at me, but see, did you augment Klingons?
Not as many as I would have wished. They respond oddly to treatment. It's very interesting data.
Yeah, okay. What is Bovat planning?
I'm not privy to Bavat's private vaults. I do know that he asked me to analyze a sample of blood from the most unusual.
3/4 human, 1/4 Klingon.
3/4 human, 1/4 Klingon.
Morale Paris.
Interesting genetic profile.
Of course.
I'd seen in Mondo. And Bovat kept asking me about
Time travel and Bovat. Yeah, we got that storyline coming up. What else can you tell me?
I'm bored with this. I'm done answering.
Okay, fine. Let's beam you up then. I'm bored with you too. Take a Marcing out of the system and be transported to the nearest starbase for interrogation. Okay, depart system. Yeah, there we go. The ultimate Klingon, now updated and changed because of because of Victory is Life.
I never expected you would find actual augment research. Starfleet will keep a close eye on this situation.
Yes, you will. Done. Okay, well there you go. So that was the ultimate Klingon, one of the first missions I have found that has a difference compared to post-Victory is Life versus pre-Victory is Life expansion. It looks like with the expansion Victory is Life, they updated that mission, threw in Dr. Bashir as the doctor on that facility station, and had the actor voice act all of that all of that dialogue to go over all of that history of the augmentation stuff, which was really cool to hear from his lips, as it were. So that is all new with Victory is Life, and I thought that was worth showing you all because I found that and I was like, wow, I did not see that coming, but there it is. So now that we know that just a single mission out there in the blue, like the Ultimate Klingon, could be changed or edited, now it makes me wonder what other missions have been changed or edited. You know, I didn't know that one was, and it was. So what else out there is? So it's going to be extremely important for me to continue to play each mission as I am doing and keep looking for these changes, these updates, these differences. So if I find anything else as I continue to play, I will make more videos along these lines. I will make a video just like this one on any mission where I see something is different or updated because of Victory is Life. And I will put it with this series here, the Dominion Faction, because it's pretty much my Victory is Life expansion playlist, where I take a look at all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to continue to do, is just go through each mission and play them and see what's up. I will, if I don't see anything new by the time we get to the Cardassian struggle, then I will definitely record every single Cardassian struggle mission. I have heard that maybe one or two or all or some of these are a little changed. Maybe because I'm a Jem'Hadar, these Cardassian missions have a little bit of different dialogue or something. It recognizes maybe I'm a Jem'Hadar. I'm not sure. But once we get to the Cardassian struggle, I will record every Cardassian struggle mission. So there's a lot here. Lost and Found, Spoils of War, Jabberwocky, The Factory, The New Link, Second Wave, Major Operation Gamma, Facility 428, and Bully the Road. I will record all of these in this playlist as an episode, as a video, as a separate video. So when I get to that point, do expect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new videos of the Cardassian struggle. I will record every single one, and we will see together if there are changes or not. And if there's not, then you just got some new episodes to watch, pretty much, as a Jem'Hadar. And if there are, then maybe that'll be cool. So I will definitely do that. And otherwise, as I play all the other missions, I'll just look and see if there are changes anyway. And if there are, I'll make a new video like this one, just for that mission. And yeah, I got a long way to go. I'm going to play every single mission, you know, on this faction, so it's just going to take me a lot of time, but eventually. That's why I said this playlist, this Dominion faction playthrough, is unique. It is an ongoing playthrough, and it will be ongoing as I play it for a very long time, because obviously this is a new character that I got here, and I want to keep working with them. And of course, eventually play and test and review every single Dominion ship on this character. So that's something to look forward to as well. Got a lot ahead of us with this character. It's just going to be spaced out over time as I get to it. So there you go. That was the Ultimate Klingon updated for Victory is Life. Unexpected, didn't see it coming, but there it is. So drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about the addition of Dr. Bashir in this mission. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.